Hi you guys, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, I would like to take the time out to say welcome and hope to see you again and again. Well, it was about 10 years ago that I bought this Village Square, this animated toy. It's a Victorian scene with people that are animated skating on a pond. It was one of my first editions of my Winter Wonderland about 10 years ago. It was my first piece. I set up my Winter Wonderland just about every year, and this pond has been working ever since until this year it stopped working. So what I decided to do was to take it apart and see what was wrong with it. This video is not going to show you how to fix it, but it's going to show you how to disassemble it. It looks intimidating, but it really isn't. If you know how to use a Phillips screwdriver, it's really easy. Okay, so one of the first things we want to do is just make sure that all the pieces are removed from the top side. Then turn it over, and you can see all these holes in the bottom. There's Phillips screws in there. So take a Phillips screwdriver and unscrew all the screws. Some holes don't have screws, so don't worry about that. Just the ones with the screws. Once you have the screws removed, the bottom just pops out. There's no special snaps. All you have to do is get a butter knife or a really thin screwdriver and just pry it up. It pops right out. When you first remove it, make sure you take out the side that doesn't have the controls on it. Once the screws are out, just flip it upwards. You don't have to disconnect any wiring. The only thing you're going to do is unscrew the speaker and push it aside so you have more room to work on the product. Now that you remove the clips on the speaker, you can turn it right side up. Make sure you remove all the screws from the bottom because you don't want to accidentally have a screw fall into the electrical panel. You might break or short something out. Now we're going to unscrew this white plate which represents the pond area. These have Phillips screws, so go ahead and remove them. Now we can remove this plastic cover, which is the pond. This is going to expose the mechanism that makes the people slide around. You'll see all the gears. You can see the motor right here. Has 4 screws if you need to remove it. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in and see what happens. Well, it looks like everything's okay. There was a piece of debris in a gear that made it jam, so I removed it. Now everything works. I'm glad that's all it was because I really did want to tear this motor apart. If you have a problem with your motor, just use a multimeter to check out the current, and if it's bad, you can still buy these motors. If you need belts, you can order those too. Well, now that it's working, let's put it back together. You can see once you put the characters on there how the magnet will catch the character and allow it to slide around. That's how it works. Now we can put this back into service. Well, as you can see, it's working great. This scene is really cute, I must say. When you kind of squat down at a child's height, it looks very realistic, I must say. Now that I fixed it, I hope it'll give me service for years to come. My grandkids love seeing this and they're totally fascinated by my Winter Wonderland. By the way, check out my 2018 Winter Wonderland video. It'll show you all the animations that I have on this tabletop that I have, including the train. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and of course hit the bell. Until then, we'll see you at my next video. Bye!